Hey, hi, this is a short Q&A session and walkthrough for the Licious Challenge. Firstly, this is a slightly different challenge, largely from my own perspective, because I have not tried this product yet, as in not done the order flow yet. So for me, this will be a nice way to see what actually is a first-hand user experience myself. But coming to the problem, what we are trying to get out of you is, as we mentioned in the problem statement, right? This is a different kind of segment that Licious is going after, or rather, Licious is catered to a segment that is different in a way in terms of our eating habits, and it's uniquely Indian eating habits, right? So, non-vegetarians are not really non-vegetarians in India. There are non-vegetarians basis day, basis events, or they're vegetarian basis events, and there is a certain apprehension in general that has set in uh, around hygiene, around food, around what constitutes something that is environmentally friendly in terms of food and of food consumption habits. So with this background, Licious faces, I wouldn't say problems, but definitely challenges that and opportunities, right? So the opportunity here is that people are going to more formal ways of buying things, right? Where things that they can trust. At the same time, the risks are that people are getting very, very conscious about the kind of meat they eat, right? So it has to be good quality meat. We are hoping that Licious has solved that part. So the context of this challenge is not, questioning on seeing whether Licious's quality is good or not, whether their supply chain is good or not, but to only focus on the mobile or the desktop website and see if a customer actually or a user actually ends up on the site. Does the site have enough there to build trust so that they can go ahead and transact? Now, what does that build trust and go ahead and transact mean? It means different things for different people, and I think the best way to know what that really means is to speak to users or prospective users. So I'd recommend in this challenge to definitely speak to users, definitely capture their voice, word of mouth, because that will give you some context in terms of what is it that you're really solving for. So if you're already a meat eater and not taken Licious, you can obviously be the first person there. But if you're not a meat eater, or if you've already tried out Licious, I don't think you should bias your views into it, right? It's not about your perspective, but prospective users. So you need to find a few users like that. If you're not able to find, you can always reach out to me. I'm happy to be your user research subject, because I fall into that category of users who's I don't trust Licious because I've not tried it, but I would love to know a little bit more. So I'm in the curious category. So that is very important, right? User research, I think, is very, very important, so that you have a perspective on what is it that trust means. If you find that users already trusting it, I doubt that will happen. But if you find that is the case, then how you could enhance it. How you could ensure that for different meat categories, or it could be a different kind of a solution in that case. But our sense is that the number one issue that Licious would face in our market and in the context of post-COVID, or not even post-COVID, during COVID, is building trust among a user segment that really wants to eat meat but is not very sure about it. Largely, this is the challenge. It's a long problem statement, but I think the context was very important. That the meat market is growing in India. In fact, surprisingly, India, even we found out while we are doing research on this, that India is a predominantly meat-eating country. Although we have this thing of we are vegetarians, a large chunk of Indians do eat meat, and that consumption is going up. So we've shared a few articles as well on the forum. Do spend some time there. Do visit the specific forum that is accessible to you, since you're registered for this challenge. And we'll be sharing a few more articles. Some of them will really, really benefit you in terms of understanding what the psychology of the co-founders was and what they're building towards now after the investment that they've got. Besides that, any questions from, I think one person is joining now, two people. Any questions if you have, please. Otherwise, I'm pretty much.
Actually, Nishit here.
Yeah, Nishit, go ahead.
Yeah, so one interesting is that I know it's not a giveaway, but I was reading one thing, and it looks like in the COVID, like my perception was Licious would have struggled a bit,
Yeah.
But one more perception is one more interesting view that I have learned is that people are now more conscious about the immunity, and people are relating immunity with non-veg. Like if we eat protein, more protein.
Where did you get that from? Immunity.
I will share the link. I will
definitely.
Yeah, I will share the link.
Share
that link. So somebody. So that was very interesting.
Okay, interesting. So there are different perspectives. What trust means to different people. What immunity means for different people. So very important to get the right perspectives. Get the perspectives first, and then whether it's right or wrong, really it's an inference. but don't just bias it with your own views. And yeah, we are not looking at improving user flows or, like the last challenge, optimizations. No, that is not the point. So for example, you find usability issues, you find, some bugs, maybe the design impacting trust. Yes, fine. But design in general, you don't like something, please do not highlight that. That is not the point. Also, marketing is not an important thing again. But yeah, if you are able to highlight marketing efforts, because they've roped in Arjun Kapoor and Anil Kapoor for their ads recently, that might be an interesting play, but not that, do better marketing. No, please, product and design related changes that you think only on the mobile website or the desktop website. The rationale behind that is, once a person is interested in a particular category or is told about it, most likely they will go to the mobile website first, or the, desktop website, before they move to the app is more for, people who are already into it, right? So first time users, how do you build trust? That is pretty much the problem. Anything else, you can reach out to us on the group or on the forum. Do check the forum, we'll keep adding links there. So Nishit will add the immunity link as well. One more thing, so with this challenge, there is also, with each of our challenges, we have, where is it? Do go ahead and rate the product, right? So it might not be discoverable that easily, but if you go to the challenge page and you click here, you'll get to the rating page for each of the products, past and the ones which have you already done. Please do go ahead and rate and share your feedback. It will be really beneficial, because we are building something, and this is a great way to, build this product out. Any feedback around this, please do share as well with me and Nishit. We'd love to, improve this. This is V1 or V.5, but we wanted to get it out. So with that, I'm pretty much done. The leaderboard is, Harshit is way ahead. Yes, I think he's kind of sealed it, but yeah, everyone here has a chance to come in for the second and third places. So all the best to you. All the best to anybody who's joined in new. And any questions, please do drop me. Okay, we'll look forward to your submissions. Monday morning is the deadline. And that's pretty much it. Okay, bye. Good night.